let's jump into another controversial question.
This one's actually another controversial question.
Baby, we're children of summer. We're meant to be free. Honey, we're not like the other. No reason to be.
Hey guys, so if you don't know, Corbin just spent the last couple of days with June and I went camping with my mom and my sister, had a lot of fun. But I just got back. I'm pretty wiped. We have a lot of things to catch up on and we have a lot of errands and running around to do today. So we're gonna do a Q&A. So if you're not following us on Instagram, I did a story on my Instagram asking you to send us your questions. So definitely be sure to be following us on our Instagram account. We actually finally got our family Instagram account. Go follow that. We'll have all those links down in the description below.
We haven't posted to it yet, but
no,
we
not
just
yet.
got the handle, the Wander Family, and we are ecstatic.
So excited.
Go follow that. We're gonna post a lot more of family photos on there. Also, so today was a really busy day. We've been running around like crazy today, but we did get to hang out with some awesome people. If you aren't following them, go check them out. They have a YouTube channel and Instagram, Mr. and Mrs. Adventure. They are doing the van life. They've been doing it for like, what, 5 years?
A long
They've
time.
been all over the place. They were really fun to hang out with.
They've done it in Europe, they've done it in the US, they've done it in Africa, I think.
Yeah, they're crazy. They are crazy awesome.
But they're really fun.
But go check them out. We were hanging out with them today. But we did want to answer some of your questions. So
here are some of the questions. We got a lot of questions, so we'll just answer as many as we can. Starting off with, this one is from McCormack Steph 2. How long have you been together? I was actually, I did a post on Instagram about our relationship, and I literally was like, how long have we been together?
And I'm always like,
it's like about a decade.
10
but,
years. 10,
we started
14,
dating, I was 14 or 15.
You were 14. I was 15.
I would think I was turning 15, so I was probably almost 15. So
a long time.
A long time. And we haven't dated, there was about 2 years that we weren't together during
I went off
that
to
whole
college.
time. So it's been over 10 years.
Yeah.
You do the math. I don't know. It's been a long time. Next question.
Let's see. TNM Mama says, on a scale from 1 to 10, how excited is June for baby Tabor? I would say 105.
She is so excited.
She's really excited. She loves running up to Mama's belly, and there's a baby in there, baby brother.
Yeah, it's the cutest. I still think it is going to be a transition, going from being the center of attention,
but she's also going to love him so much.
But she is going to. She's so caring and nurturing, and she's going to love, she's going to.
She has a little baby doll, and that we brought out like when we found out we were pregnant, and we wanted her to just like get used to having a baby. I don't know. It might help. It might not.
I think actually one of the struggles is going to be she's going to want to like snuggle him like too much.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about.
So that's going to be hard because we want her to like feel close and want to snuggle and give kisses and stuff, but also be careful because he's so little.
So if you guys have tips on that, if you guys have 2 kids, let us know on our Instagrams, because that would be very appreciated.
Yes. Next question is from Kaya13. How are you feeling? I'm feeling okay. I'm pretty tired right now just because I had so much fun on this camping trip, but it's camping alone is exhausting, and then when you're pregnant it's extra exhausting. I didn't sleep amazing, obviously, but I had a lot of fun. I got to be in the woods. How I'm feeling overall is, I can't believe I have 3 months left.
You could do it.
I already feel massive, and the fact that I still have 3 months and I'm not even in the 3rd trimester. I'm almost, but not even in the 3rd trimester. Yes, I'm feeling okay. I'm hanging in there.
Sarah Beth 0879 says, what is y'all's biggest strength in marriage, and what do you do to keep it that way? Biggest strength in our marriage, I would say, kind of, it goes off what you posted, the post you were talking about earlier, is like, we love each other for who we are and who we're becoming. So like, we are always changing as people. Being together for over a decade, obviously you're going to be I'm different than I was 14 years ago. But the fact that our marriage is so strong is because we like fall in love with the people that we are becoming. So I think that's one of our strengths.
Definitely.
Is like,
I think that we're not afraid of change. I think some people go into the mindset when they get married. I don't know if this is true. I'm assuming people go into the mindset when they get married, they are marrying one person, and that's who they're going to be with for the rest of their lives. And it's like the reality is that people change so much.
And we both accept that. We both accept that we're both going to change. So it's like if you go into it thinking that and knowing that and being self-aware of it, I feel like it makes your relationship stronger.
Yeah, and I think we're just very supportive of that. Like if like say there's some sort of interest or something totally different that I want to go off and try, like you're supportive of that, and I'm the same for me.
Right.
And then we can kind of like experience things together and also apart, and so definitely.
Good question.
Maryam_Ali asks, now that you've experienced birth, what's your plan for Tabor's? My birth plan. My birth plan is to have no plan. I think I'm just gonna go. I've talked about this a little bit, but I think I'm just gonna go into it with no expectations and no pressure. If I want an epidural, great. If it all goes well, great. I'm just going in with no expectations and hoping for the best. It's gonna go. I just think letting go of that pressure and those expectations is going to make the overall experience so much better. So that is my birth plan, to have no birth plan.
Georgie2556 says, are you going to go on an overseas holiday one day? Yes. We are waiting to have this baby boy, and then once he's, I don't know, probably like, I would say 2 or 3 months.
Yeah, we're actually hoping to go overseas in the winter when it gets, because it gets really cold and dreary here after the holidays, and we're hoping to go somewhere warm during that dreary, gloomy time. So that's the plan. Hopefully that happens.
So Tabor would be a couple months.
Yeah.
During that time.
We'll see if that happens. Kit White asks, when do you think your chickens will start laying, and where did the rooster go? The chickens, I think, won't start laying eggs until the fall. The rooster, do you guys really want to know? The rooster.
So this is a very controversial topic, obviously. Everyone can have their own feelings, their own beliefs on it. It was our rooster, it's our home, so we are obviously going to do what we feel is best and what we think is best. So we actually harvested the rooster. We ate him. We did it respectfully. We respect animals, and we tried to keep it all very respectful and didn't waste anything, and we made him into chicken soup. Yeah,
we did. So not trying to be gruesome at all.
Yeah.
Like, yes, we have named our chickens. We love our chickens, but we don't, like, they are pets, but they're not pets. Like, we got chickens because we want to have like a sustainable homestead where we grow as much of our own food as possible. The eggs are supplied by the chickens. As the chickens stop laying eggs, we'll probably harvest those chickens. So to us, it's all about just being as sustainable as possible. And
honestly, like, this is probably the most sustainable chicken we will ever eat in our lives. Like, the whole food industry is crazy. That's a whole nother topic, but the most responsible thing I feel like we could do is eat food, whether it's meat or vegetables, from our own backyard.
Yeah.
We know the chicken had a great life. They're humanely raised. It's in our culture, we eat chicken, and that's kind of what we eat chicken. Like, we like to eat chicken. We're not vegan. That's fine if you are, but it's just, we see it as a way to sustain ourselves, and that's us. I know a lot of people don't think that way. A lot of people, you're allowed to have your own opinions, but that is our opinion.
Also, just like my personal philosophy, because I wasn't sure how I was gonna feel about it. It's the first time I've ever done it. I was in Guatemala, and I tried to do that on like a school trip, and I couldn't.
I think we have a video of that.
Yeah, we do. We're plucking this chicken, the feathers. We did it. We really did it. My personal philosophy to me is like, this might be hard, but if I'm not willing to do this with my own chicken, why should I be able to eat chicken I bought from the
Right.
store? The same thing is happening to them. I'm just not the one personally
Right.
doing it. And,
And-
that chicken's raised in a much harsher environment.
And we did do everything ourselves. We slaughtered it, we butchered it, we defeathered it, we did everything
Yeah, we
ourselves
did.
so that we knew we were doing it respectfully and the right way.
Yes. So went off on that, but
That needed a lot of explanation.
it did. And I hope, I mean, you have every right to be upset if you're upset. I know a lot of people think of chickens as pets.
Right.
And in some ways, our chickens are pets, but they're also more than that. They
Right.
are food and sustainability, and we're grateful to them for that.
And some people will be like, would you eat pears? And it's like, no, that's obviously different. In our culture, we don't eat dogs. So it's a cultural thing too. So let's jump into another controversial question.
This one's actually another controversial question.
Roxy Pup 1986 says, how do you and Corbin feel about the LGBTQIA plus community? We are totally
Great, awesome.
Yeah, like
Be
we
you.
love you guys.
Do yourself. Like,
Be who you are.
Be who you are.
Yeah, like we have no issues with it whatsoever.
No, we are 100%
support it, and you guys are awesome.
So next question is from I don't know, I can't say it. Rishipi, who says, "Hi, love you guys. Is Juniper potty trained? If not, when are you planning to start?" Juniper is training herself to be potty trained.
I would say she's 75 to 80% potty trained.
So I don't think this would work with every child, but Junie is a do-it-herself type of girl, and when we first started trying to potty train, we pushed and we kind of like forced it upon her, and she really actually digressed. And then I was like, you know what, she is so smart, she's gonna be able to do it on her own. So, and she literally has. She has just started potty training herself. We just need to take it one step further now, and I think she'll be 100% potty trained.
Yeah.
And that just like,
She tells us, she says, I need to go potty, and we go to the potty, we do everything. She's like 85% potty trained.
yeah.
So
So
it's
yeah,
pretty cool.
it is pretty cool.
Let's see. Candace Gross 130 says, will June start any activities this fall? Dance, gymnastics, soccer. Yeah, we touched on she's gonna be starting preschool, so that's gonna be a big change. She's in swim, but we're taking a break, so we're gonna do swim again. And then I don't think we'll do dance until she's like 3.
You can't.
Yeah, I don't think you can do dance.
There might
till
be like
3.
one place, but most places you can't do dance until.
Oh, I
they're
just
3.
I was talking to my friend about children's musical theater, and my friend just found it's tap and ballet mixture.
Oh, that's
so you have to be 3.
Yeah, a lot of them have to be 3.
Yeah.
So the next question from SR7180s, who asked, what have you liked most about being back in Idaho, and what have you liked least?
That's a good one.
Definitely loved being close to family. There's something about Idaho that I really didn't appreciate when I was growing up. It has a more of a wild feel. Like, yes, we're in Boise. Boise's not wild. Boise's like pretty
civilized,
fast growing city. But we can go up into the mountains and find places where there's literally no one. And I think that's hard to do in a lot of places. Like, we loved getting in the outdoors of Oregon, but there's just so many more people in around Portland.
Like, I think the population of Idaho is 2 million of the entire state. So there's definitely places that are like super remote and wilderness.
Yeah, it's a little more wild, and I like that. I love having access to the river and mountains and just so much.
Yeah.
There's a lot of outdoor stuff I love here, and I love Boise. I love the city.
Yeah. Things like least, I would probably say this. It's weird. We've said this before. The sun is so hot.
We're still adjusting to
like
that.
the heat, the extreme heat, the extreme cold, and yeah, I don't know. There's not too many negatives. It's really dry. It's mostly like climate stuff that we had to deal with when we were younger because we grew up here. It's like allergies and dryness, but
yeah, I think we're still adjusting to the weather.
yeah.
I'm sure we will because I'm sure we will. I feel like we've already adjusted a little bit, but it's just more intense. The weather is more intense. The cold is colder and the hot is hotter, just because it's high desert. So high desert, right?
Yeah,
It's high
yeah.
desert, so it's just more extreme.
And we do miss the rain and the green of like Oregon and more humid areas, but
Yeah.
yeah.
Let's do one more question. Last question from Freya Hanberry. Do you have any nicknames for baby Tabor, and what do you think Junie will call him? One thing about the name Tabor is I feel like there's not
Yeah.
that many nicknames. So I have started to like brainstorm nicknames. We called June a bunch of names, but
Yeah.
a lot of them didn't even have anything to do with her name, like Bug or like
Bubba.
yeah. So I'm sure we'll
One-
have nicknames like that for Tabor.
One nickname my dad actually thought of as Taz. That'll be his initials. So like Tabor, Adam Scott, Taz.
Yeah.
You know.
So I don't know, if you have nickname suggestions, you should go leave those on our
Yeah.
Instagram, just in a comment somewhere. And yeah, I don't know what Junie will call him. I feel like she'll call him baby brother for like
Yeah.
the longest
She
time.
says Tabor too. Table.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Also, this is totally off topic, but she says her own name a lot, and it's the cutest thing.
Juniper.
I'm Juniper.
Juniper.
I'm Juniper. And she says the full thing, like her full name, and I
Yeah.
love it. It's so
Yeah, she
cute.
doesn't say June. She says I Juniper.
I'm Juniper. It's the cutest. We'll try to catch it on camera
Yeah.
eventually. But that's it for today's Q&A. Thank you so much for sending your questions in. I'm sorry if we didn't get to yours. Hopefully next time.
Yeah.
And we'll see you guys in our next video.
Here, Peter.
Bye.